Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Kent Pyatt. I'm the Deputy Aviation Director for Operations, and I'm filling in for the Director, Ralph Coutier, today. He was unable to attend. We're here to celebrate the R&R winners for the month of May, who are TSA Officer Robert Colón and TSA Officer Alexander Guzman. I think their story is a great story that talks of the professionalism and camaraderie that we share with our stakeholders. We heard this story back in April that dates back to March 14th when a 65-year-old passenger approached the podium at checkpoint number 2 with only her boarding pass. She was flying to Chicago and she had no other form of identification except the boarding pass. And she told the officers that she had walked out of the sterile area to go down to baggage claim to verify that her bag was not short-checked to Miami because she was connecting to Chicago. And she left all of her carry-on, including her purse, with somebody that she had just met on the inbound flight, still in the sterile area. So Officer Colón engaged the passenger and tried to get as much information as possible from the lady, as well as a description of her possessions. And she was a little bit confused and she didn't remember how she exited the concourse, so it was a little difficult to try and locate where this other person might be. They made several trips to various gate areas from gate D22 all the way to gate D28, making announcements and asking if anyone was holding a carry-on for another passenger with no response. So after about 2 hours of searching, TSO Guzman got involved and noticed that the stress level and anxiety was getting greater in the passenger. So he engaged the passenger to revisit her recollection of where she met the other passenger. And then she remembered that the passenger she left her belongings with was not flying to Chicago like she was. She was flying to Los Angeles. So Officer Guzman continued the search, and he went up to gate D34, which was the Los Angeles flight, and was unable to find anybody there. So he continued searching all the way up to gate D43 with negative results. They returned to the checkpoint once again and re-engaged the passenger. This time the passenger remembered that the person she left her belongings with was wearing a brown jacket. So TSO Guzman noticed a woman sitting at gate D26 with a brown jacket draped over a carry-on. So while in cell phone contact with Officer Colón, they asked the passenger for a further description of the luggage and discovered that the description matched the luggage that this passenger had. So TSO Guzman engaged the passenger sitting there and discovered it was her, and she admitted that she was holding the luggage for this lady. So they returned all the items to the lady at the checkpoint, and when she opened her purse, she found her ID still there, and she was extremely grateful to the two of them that she had left all of her valuables with a complete stranger, and they were all recovered. So she was assisted through the screening process and she made her connecting flight and all was well. So I think this is a great example of stepping up to the plate and assisting somebody in need. So Officers Guzman and Colón, congratulations. Job well done.
You never know what they're going through and they may not understand this area, so I try to help out as best I can.